When it's dark, you know sign of our home. When your friend you go, your back's against the wall. Just take a breath. You are deep. Yeah. You are a fighter, yes. You are a fighter, yes. Hey everyone, welcome to All Things Tiger. Today we are going to tap into the tiger energy. We've been looking at the Tiger's Eye crystal, and I was guided to pull out all of my tiger cards and read the messages. And also I have some Tiger's Eye crystal messages. So like I said, this video is about tapping into all things tiger. And this beautiful no copyright music song is done by one of my favorite new discoveries, Ruby Amanfu. And the video is on YouTube. It's called Yes. And the reason why I chose it is because it has a beautiful cat as the image in the video. So I said, yes, we are tapping into the big cats. Even though this is a medium cat on the video, it has that cat spirit. And that's what we're tapping into. We're tapping into the tiger's eyes and the tiger spirit animal. All right. So today's deck I'm bringing to you, it's the Chinese 5 Elements Oracle. And I got something from the Spirit of the Animal Oracle. I got stuff from the Crystal deck, of course. And you know, I got a couple crystal decks. We have the Crystal Spirits Oracle, as well as we have the Sound Oracle. Let me get that before I get too cozy. Yeah, we have the Crystal Sound Oracle as well. And like I said, I'm trying new things. I'm just trying some stuff. So hopefully the sound on this comes in clear, even though I have some background music playing. I got my laptop fixed, so I can be a little more creative, or at least I'm trying to be. And that's kind of like the energy we're in now, right? We have to use this tiger's eye spirit to call forth more and more creativity. And that's how we conquer and coexist with the energy of destruction and rise up through our creativity. All right, so let's get into the messages. I put out the crystal message, so I will attach it to this video. And let's get into the tiger spirit animal message. It says, I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold, I am brave, and mighty forces come to my aid. Isn't that a beautiful reminder? I'm just going to let this song play out before we get deep into it. And remember, this is all about transcendence and calling our courage, right? Conquering and conjuring up our inner courage, that solar plexus energy, and letting it rise up through our solar plexus all the way to our heart chakra, right? All right, and the tiger's eye crystal, one of the beautiful things about it, it is omnidimensional. And what does that mean? It means that when we use the tiger's eye crystal and we harness that energy and connect with that energy, the energy is able to move through in all directions. All right. So it creates a beautiful sphere of energy around you, right? Omnidimensional. All right. Oh, is it omnidirectional? I think that's the phrase, omnidirectional. All right. So let's get into the tiger's eye messages and the spirit of the tiger. All right. So we started already with the tiger, and it's the element of fire. And it says, I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold, I am brave, and mighty forces come to my aid. All right, so we are starting with, let's start with, I'm going to start with the Tiger's Eye Crystal messages. Yeah, I want to start with that. That one I actually haven't read yet. I didn't even know the second deck had it. So since the Tiger's Eye Crystal brought us here, let's start with that. And I absolutely just love this picture. Let me change the picture. I absolutely just love this picture because it's a pyramid. And if you've been following, or you have my YouTube, my Facebook, you'll see the story where all of this came into me. Well, not the tiger's eye, but the second one. It came in as a dream, but it was a pyramid shape. So I laughed when I saw this card yesterday. So let's listen to this message, the tiger's eye, and it's number 11, well, number 56, which I break down to 11. Automatically, my brain does that. And again, when we did the Ruby Ray, we had that 11, and that 11 is, again, that Aquarian energy. It's interesting how this 11 shows up so much, that Aquarian energy, where every day, every season, we're getting more and more into this Aquarian age. So let's read that message from card number 56, which is the tiger's eye. And we are using the tiger's eye to overcome our triggers. Tiger's eye trigger, tiger's eye trigger. The numbers, not the numbers, the words are so close. Tiger and trigger, right? So use your tiger to overcome your trigger. All right, let's see what this message is from the tiger's eye crystal, and reading directly from the book. These messages I read directly from the crystal books. And interestingly enough, when I had the dream, I thought it was a sunstone crystal, but I found out it was the Aquatine Calcite, which I'm going to do a video for that, but I wanted to separate it because it's a lot of information. But the sunstone is number 55, and the tiger's eye follows it, number 56. So I don't know. I just don't know. All right. The essential meaning: positive willpower, optimism, the power to manifest essence into form, clear purpose. All right. Let's read that again. Positive willpower, optimism, the power to manifest essence into form, clear purpose. Everything, including our planet, began as an idea in the sea of infinite possibility before becoming manifest in the realm of form. And the conditions you see today are the result of intentions created in the past. Know that in this moment, you have the power to begin co-creating something new with the conscious universe. You have what it takes to do what needs to be done. So, with that clear intention in mind, take a deep breath, roll up your sleeves, and begin the work, for it's manifesting time. Tiger Eye Spirit reminds you to not get distracted by the largeness of a task, as you have the conscious universe working with you, sending allies and messages to make the job easier. Like the mountain goat ascending the peak one step at a time. You can let go of your worries and just look for the next foothold as you begin to manifest, as you begin the manifestation process. Prepare the soil for planting. Crack a book that will educate you in this next phase and get ready for some powerful manifestation energy to partner with you. Well, already a beautiful synchronicity. I see the mountain goat, and that draws me into the Capricorn energy, right? Greatest of all time, right? That's um that's what they say about the goat, right? And that goat going up the mountain, right? And what's that picture is a pyramid. So it's like you're going up your own mountain. We all have our own mountain to climb, but we're climbing the mountain to our greatest self, right? Whatever we want to be great at, right? So this is the time, this is the season, right? So that's a beautiful message there. And again, connecting it with that Capricorn energy of the goat, right? And being our greatest selves. So let's get into the relationship message with the Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye spirit message is that someday is today, and the right time is now. No wishful thinking. Act to make your wish manifest. Remember that asking someone to dance isn't asking them to marry you. So be brave and take that first action toward connecting with someone you feel drawn to. Tiger's Eye spirit energy of manifestation is with you. And something very good promises to come from the courage you express. Be optimistic. Love and its modes of expression are looking for you right now. So step forward. You will be glad you did. So, with any of our relationships, hey, if you want to ask for something, now is the time to ask it. Now is the time to use your voice and express. And it says the courage you express. So, what are you expressing now in your relationships? And perhaps it's something that you needed courage to really communicate. Communication is always so important in relationships. So take that time to process. And then when you do communicate, that you are communicating with that spirit of courage, okay? Prosperity. And again, ask for what you want. Have the courage to really, really ask for what we want and what we desire. Our needs are important. So it's okay to ask for what you need and ask for what you want. What you want should be that all your needs are fulfilled. So don't be afraid to ask for what you want and what you need. Make it all one thing. This is the this is the prosperity message. This is the perfect moment to take action toward co-creating wealth. For a Tiger's Eye spirit is giving you momentum for manifestation. Make your move now with your eyes open, remembering that the intentions you have set may coalesce in the realm of form in unexpected ways. Abundance is yours, and today the energy of wealth creation is strong. Work with it, respecting its power as you build what you imagine, claim, and deserve. Excellent, excellent message. So ask for what you want, communicate it, be optimistic. Now is the time. Do that co-creating and collaborating, forming new teams. business ideas, whatever it is. Creativity, right? Doesn't always have to be about business, but creativity. What is it that you are going to create and co-create, right, with other people and collaborate projects, ideas, work, whatever it is, right? But where we're manifesting, and we're manifesting with courage, with our authenticity, as well as with our with others, right? Because we're not doing it alone. We're also doing it with the universe, right? Because nature is the most abundant thing ever, right? So we're co-creating wealth with others, as well as we're tapping into nature and spirit, and we're co-creating with the universe. All right. So the crystal spirit meditation is that tiger's eye carries the energy of fire, which means action, and earth, which is that physicality. So this is the perfect stone to align with when trying to manifest dreams into being. It brings energy and vitality to your process while keeping us focused and completion of tasks, resulting in grounded action. Well, the crystal spirits are definitely upon me because they're showing up in the dream realm. And this is interesting because this was the first crystal that I experienced that then a crystal came into my dream realm. So bringing all of that into form, and the beautiful tiger's eye crystal is the crystal that really sparked with that fire all of this. So the experience I'm having with this tiger's eye, and I'm wearing one, is been very, very beautiful and very, very interesting. It's teaching me. These crystals continue to teach me how they perform and how they function in our lives. And when you tap into the spirit and the intelligence of the crystal, how amazing it can really be. All right, so that's that tiger's eye crystal message. And let's see, we're going to now go into the courage, liberation, and healing the heart. And this is number 16. One of the things I'm always guided to look at when I'm looking at cards is the numbers, because sometimes the numbers speak a language all to itself. And like I said, the tiger's eye, it's card number 56, which is 11. And my mind goes to the Aquarius and the age of Aquarius energy. And then with the tiger's eye, celestial gold rebirth, that is card number 16. You can't see it on the picture, but it's card number 16, and 1 + 6 is 7, right? So we're attuning again to this 7 energy and the tiger's eye coming through and emerging through this month of July. And it's saying, hey, use your courage, tap into that inner courage. Conjure up your courage for your liberation, as well as the healing of your heart, right? So let's get into that sound. So this is the tiger's eye and celestial gold rebirth message, and I will put the sound in the description. Actually, next time. Now that I got my laptop and my phone, I could play it actually while I'm doing this. But I'll have that for the next one, because I'm going to also do the blue, right? The Aquatine Calcite. I'm going to do a video just tapping into that energy and that blue ray energy rising. So I'll do the crystal tones in that. I'll play the crystal tones in that video. I'll be prepared for that one. All right, so the tiger's eye and the celestial gold rebirth. So let's see what this message is all about. The alchemy message. When tiger's eye and the celestial gold rebirth heart vibration sweep into your life, big things are coming. Your courage increases and you become fearless in your evolution. You are stepping into your power to heal the heart. You are being called to embody strength and grace. You are safe and protected, and the angelic realm stands behind you. Celestial gold helps to activate your high brain centers and connects you with the heavenly realms. So, oh, beautiful. So, kind of like snuck in another crystal here, the celestial gold crystal. What does this card mean for you? This bowl has a message of hope and of healing, and it is a rebirthed or healed bowl. It broke while being played. A vibration of aggression cracked the bowl apart and it broke into pieces. This rebirth bowl opens you to feel and process a deep layer of emotion. How can we express sadness and grief fully, not avoiding or resisting our pain? To heal, we must feel. Ooh, I like that. To heal, we must feel. Hashtag sound vibration can help mend the heart when it gets broken. The combination of tiger's eye and celestial gold can help knit your heart back together, the weaving. But your heart back together when it has been shattered. You are in a powerful phase of rebirthing. Yes, and we are rebirthing with courage. We are rebirthing with wisdom. We are rebirthing with strength, right? That solar plexus energy. We are rebirthing without the fears that we had before. We are rebirthing without the shame that we held in our bodies before. We are rebirthing with, what did it say? That high brain centers. So we're activating the high brain centers, and the pyramid is perfect. If you could see at the top of that pyramid, it's like her crown chakra, right? And all of that light coming in. So that is also giving me that energy of the high brain centers, right? As well as in the card number 16 itself, it's a pyramid, right? It's the top of a pyramid. And it's interesting, in the dream there was a flute, and this is kind of looking like a flute type of thing, the shape of a flute, right? All of this synchronicity coming in. All right, so we are in a powerful phase of rebirthing. Are you going to rebirth with power? Are you going to rebirth with bravery, with bravery and boldness? And are you going to rebirth knowing that mighty forces come to your aid? And I think those mighty forces are our ancestors, spiritual guides, power animals, whatever you want to call them, or however you want to frame them. But we know that we're not walking alone, right? And we're in this beautiful space of Nebhet. And I discovered something with Nebhet this morning as I played the flute music. I tell you, when these dreams come in, tap into them, because the images can lead you to so much more information. And Nebhet is all about some more information about Nebhet is that, she's about sacred spaces, and that energy of creating sacred spaces, and number 10. But I want to get into it more with the blue video, with the blue rising video. So stay tuned for that. But again, this Cancer energy, the Cancer Capricorn energy coming through, the July cosmic energy of the Cancerian cosmic energy coming through the month of July. And again, as we do this transcendence, because the whole thing is about transcending, right? And the courage it takes to transcend ourselves and our past experiences. And a lot of that transcending, we have to create those sacred spaces so that we can heal and feel, right? From the pain and the hurt and the anger, and release, right? So Nebhet comes in to allow us to find this courage, right? To reactivate, because it's in us, to activate this courage again. All right. So the alchemy mantra is close your eyes and breathe deeply through your nose and out through your mouth. Right. So take a breath in through your nose, a deep breath. Releasing through the mouth. Begin to sigh, ah, as you release your breath. So let's do it. Take a deep breath in. Ah. Then repeat by, again, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, exhaling. Ah. Your heart is recalibrating. As you continue, the invitation is to merge or entrain your sound with the sound of this magnificent and deeply resonant alchemy bowl. Experience a safe container where you can breathe and feel. Allow the bowl to tune you to a high frequency. As you speak the mantra out loud or silently, receive the sound of health and become the confluence of energies liberating you, creating wholeness from any remnants of brokenness. And the mantra here is, I am courageous. My heart is open and resilient. I liberate myself from pain and brokenness. I am the vibrational frequency of love. I generate self-healing. And guess what, guys? It's on page number 33. All right, let's do that. I want to do that again. Breathe in through your nose, and we're going to breathe out through our mouth. And as we breathe out, we're going to say, ah, release it. And we are going to say that mantra as well in our heads, right? But while I breathe in and out, while I say the mantra, you can be breathing in and out. Let's do it that way. So I'm going to repeat the mantra again. And as I repeat the mantra, do the breathing exercise. Breathe in through your mouth, breathe out through your nose, breathe in through your nose. And also remember, I just put this on my status today. Remember, as you're breathing in, we're also expanding out the belly, right? So let's remember to breathe in through the nose as well as letting that solar plexus, your stomach, expand, because that's where you're going to get all that courage and confidence from, right? So breathe in through the nose, letting that stomach expand out. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, expand that stomach out. And as you release through the mouth, say, ah, and let all of that breath out. And then you should also feel your stomach going in naturally. I am courageous. My heart is open and resilient. I liberate myself from pain and brokenness. I am the vibrational frequency of love. I generate self-healing. Beautiful. And that's why Nephhet and Isis are combined together, right? Nephhet creates the space. And then Isis or Set is that healing energy that comes on in, all right? The medicine woman. So it's great to connect to both of those energies. All right, so that's beautiful. All right, so that's the crystal energy. And now we're just going to go into this tiger message. And because it is again coming through this Cancerian portal, and the Cancer is water, right? And again, the healing energy, and even water. Look how I've just thought about how water, the oceans, right? And how the ocean and water, but water, we know water holds everything. But just how wherever there's ocean and beach and whatnot, it actually is a sacred space. And how we go to the water. Water is this this container of sacred space, and or sacred spaces are filled with water. And if you even think about it, our bodies are filled with water. So that's why our bodies are our sacred space as well. Our bodies are temples, and anything that we would consider a temple, we treat as a sacred space, right? And we have sacred locations and sacred lands, but our body as well, and in the ocean holds so much. And what is sacred? You know, what really, breaking down that word, Spirit is asking me now, what do we deem as being sacred? And maybe that's something to answer for ourselves individually. What do we even deem as a sacred, not even a sacred space, but what is sacred to you? And how do you express and communicate and reflect that sacredness and the things in our lives that are sacred to us, that we feel, hey, I can approach this with the tiger's eye, right? With this energy of courage and bravery, because this is so sacred to me. All right. So anyway, so yes, because we're in this Capricorn Cancer cusp, I should say, right? That I decided that, you know, the water tiger and the earth tiger, I wanted to bring those messages forward first, right? And just see what they are saying. So let's start with the Cancer energy, right? Or well, the water tiger. Let's start with that message coming in from the water tiger. And now I change the picture. All right. So we have the water tiger, the earth tiger, and the fire tiger. Let's see what messages are coming through. And look at the numbers. Number 39, and that is synchronistic with Gene Key 39 that we're experiencing right now. Number 3, Trinity. There is a strong Trinity energy around trending, because even the crystal came in, the second crystal came in this, it was broken up in 3 energies. And this crystal message is transcendence, courage, and divine union. So I was feeling this Trinity energy. And again, the tiger's eye is a pyramid, right? So if we look at that, the triangle, there's that 3 energy again. And then the earth tiger, it's breaking through the barriers, and it's number 15. So we're co-creating, that's 6 energy. Or even looking at it as the breakthrough energy, which is 5. And so if we're the 5 with the 1, we're breaking through something to create, right? And breaking through the barriers again. And again, the solar plexus energy it's about also protecting ourselves with borders and barriers, right? So anyway, when we get to that message, we'll see what exactly it is it's telling us. But let's get into the water one first, because we're in this Cancer energy of July, a very watery month. It was just raining today. The thunder was just sounding off. And I've been guided to really tap into the thunder now that I think about it. Tap into the thunder. It's, the thunder is a very heavy tone, but it can be very grounding, So We've been having a lot of rain and thunder, and I've been listening to the sound of the thunder and just tapping into the sound of thunder, which I think is really beautiful. All right, so the water tiger says a reset is coming. The water tiger is one of the 10 spiritual pillars, with yang water in the heavenly frequency on top of the tiger's wood, or the tiger's yang wood, in a harmonious cycle, indicating a deep connection with your spiritual team and support from the heaven and earth. All right, so tiger, water tiger goes with wood tiger. So we've been learning some stuff today. So water and wood, right? So that water wood connection, and again, this is the Chinese 5 elements, right? So this is the Chinese medicine. So the water and the wood, meaning that that water and that wood have a connection, right? And again, just within ourselves, the earth and the spirit, we are on the earth, but we have a connection to our spiritual guides and our spiritual self and our ancestors that are now in the spiritual realm as opposed to in the physical realm. And just really, we in the physical realm of earth have a connection to that which is in the spiritual realm. And remember, the water can be the cosmos, water can be the oceans, water can be the water in our body. So water is also that tri-level. Water is everywhere. Even as we breathe in air, it is really water, right? So water is that very magical type of element, right? It can take all forms, right? Anyway, let's get back into it. Yang water, like the oceans, seas, and the wild rivers of the world, can be rough, but vast, limitless. Possibilities lie beyond the horizon. The tiger can effortlessly achieve success with his tremendous willpower, patience, speed, and laser focus. As the sign that welcomes us into spring, the tiger symbolizes new beginnings with promises of growth. A reset is on the horizon when you receive this card. The time to reach for your dreams has come. New adventures and possibilities beyond your imagination are waiting for you, but for the new to enter, something else that has outlived its purpose must go. Prioritize and keep your focus on what matters. Things are turning around for the better. Again, we're in this beautiful, complicated energy of July, right? We have the water, but we also have the Capricorn, the breakdown, well, the set, sorry, I'm thinking of it in the Nebhet and set energy. We have that breakdown, we have that we have the resistance, we have the death, and again, something must end in order for the new to come in. But we can tap into the tiger energy and be optimistic and know that we are worthy and we are confident and that we can focus on the goal and get to it, right? That laser focus, as well as I love this marriage of willpower as well as patience, because again, that water element of the calmingness, that patience comes in, and that because we live in such a rush world, and I keep on saying it in every video, time is moving up, but we must take that time to slow ourselves down, create these sacred spaces so that we can get that laser focus. And when we move, we know exactly, again, have that tiger's eye vision of where we're going and why. The intention of our new beginning, of our rebirthing, is so important. The road ahead may be as unpredictable as the ocean, but it's exciting and full of potential. Release your fears and self-doubts. Let your hopes steer you to a path of light and clarity. Set your vision far in the future and ride the waves. Once you've entered the open seas, you're in for the ride of your life and you won't even think of looking back. The message from heaven says Yang water shows us a long range vision of the future. Go with the flow. Navigate carefully on stormier days. Move confidently on calmer days. I love that. Go with the flow, you know. If it's a stormy day, then navigate it more carefully. If it's a calmer day, move with confidence. That's a beautiful way to use that energy in different environments. Message from Earth. The tiger is guided by instinct. Trust yours and don't overthink your moves. Be quick on your feet when the path is clear. Again, that's so important. When the path is clear, then be quick, but don't speed to mess yourself up. Don't the saying, fools rush in. That's basically what it's saying, right? Fools rush in. Take your time. Be quick on your feet when the path is clear. So that clarity is very important. And just because it's tied to the wood, so I'm going to go into reading the wood message now since it was brought up in here. And that's message number 51. Again, the 15 and the 51 are there. So that's interesting. All right, so let's go into the wood tiger. Just guided. And the wood tiger is growth and expansion card. The water tiger is in the section of, let's see, love and joy. All right, so the water tiger also represents love and joy. So as we merge the tiger with the water, we're bringing in more love and we're bringing in more joy. Isn't that beautiful? Who wants more love and joy? I do. All right, so let's see, powerful beginnings and progress. Heaven and earth are in full agreement when the wood tiger appears. Ashe. The element of spring, wood's upward energy brings growth and expansion. This double yang wood card highlights the leadership and protective qualities of the tiger. A yang wood sign as a travel star and the sign that starts in the new year in February. The tiger signals busy times ahead with activities picking up at full speed after a slower time, yin-dominated season of winter. Okay, so again, the wood tiger is again saying, well, now is the time to speed up, right? So just literally repeating what I said, using the water tiger, that stillness that that sacred space, the stillness of water to come into the intention and that clarity. And then when it's time to act now, the busy times are here, powerful beginnings and progress, right? So it's this combination of, and what I'm even seeing is that like as the tiger hunts, it's moving slow through the hunt. But when it's ready to pounce on you, it's coming fast, right? So when it's ready to get its target to consume, it's going to move fast. But the hunt, like I said, it's big cat season, right? The jaguar, the lion, you could just see them as they're hunting. They're moving very slow, right? They're going to take their time. But when they're ready to make that move and they're sure about it, just get out the way because you really might get knocked down or eaten. All right. We're talking about a tiger here. All right. So this card appears as a sign that new adventures and positive changes are in store. You're entering a new cycle of growth. How much progress is up to your imagination? The more proactive and bolder you are, the more you can make a difference. It's a big world out there, and you're not meant to stay small with your creativity and big picture thinking. Consider how you can contribute more to your world with your strengths and experiences. Visualize a more sustainable future for yourself and your community, and initiate the changes needed to make it happen. Keep planting the seeds to fuel the growth. Your knack for defying all odds and turning things around has made quite an impression on your external world. There are many who look up to you for courage and inspiration. It's now time to step it up. The universe is urging you to tackle bigger challenges and be a trailblazer in these changing times. Answer the call. There are places to go and people to see. Well, boy, girl, I really resonate with this message. Right? Again, I keep on saying this is the big cats, right? This is big cat season. So don't play small, you know? Again, we got to use our creativity, our authenticity, create new ways, you know, call in that prosperity, use your authenticity to be more prosperous and create more wealth for yourself and abundance. Remember, we are naturally abundant people. So manifest our dreams and our wants and our desires. And it's time to step it up and be the trailblazer for whatever your strength and experience. You know, we are born strong, but also our experiences that we go through in life, they strengthen us, you know? So I could write a book on that one, and I probably will. So stay tuned. But remember, we go through all of this. Remember, I said there's nothing in vain. We know that nothing that we do is in vain because it strengthens us as well as it helps us to inspire others and show others that all is possible, right? Through everyone's testimony, we are able to learn that, hey, if they did it, I can do it too. That's what inspiration and sharing is all about, right? And the message from heaven says, would element invite you to enlarge the scope of your world, get involved in causes, volunteer, network with like-minded souls. So find your tribe and do some community work. Message from Earth, the tiger signifies that it's not only your time to roar, but also share your light with others who shine theirs in different ways. Together, you'll make a much bigger impact. And yes, that is like we said it already, collaboration, right? Co-creation and collaboration. So working with others, you know, again, find your tribes and do your thing. All right, so let's get into the next one up. I want to go to the Earth one, which is number 15, right? The opposite of 51. Let's see what message that one has. And the Earth Tiger is, like I said, it's number 15. And do we need to hear that song again? Let's let that song play. And that song is called Yes, right? Yes, yes, yes. And let's just say, too, in this season, you got to say no to some things. Let's let the song play a little bit. When you're when your back's against the wall, just take a breath. You aren't being there yet. You are a fighter yet. You are a fighter yet. Yes. On your hearts. Don't you love Ruby? Ruby Amanfu. She has such a great compilation of music. Excellent, excellent. And copyright. There's no copyright music, but she has a beautiful um collection. Take those breaths. Breathe in through your nose. Deep breath. And let it out through your mouth. And say, ah. Or just roar like a tiger. Ah, test. All right. Let's go into it. Number 15, the Earth Tiger. And what is he talking about? He says, breaking through your barriers. Yeah. I'll be playing that all day. Yang Earth, like a tall mountain, indicates the presence of a blockage when it appears in a reading. You can either let it stop you in your tracks or work around it. In this pillar, Yang Earth in the heavenly frequency asks you to consider taking a few steps back so you can see from a bigger perspective. Excellent. The solution may be right in front of you, but your own filters and expectations make it hard to see the elephant in the room. And again, this is what this tiger's eye energy is all about. They actually call it the Chatayon. I wrote it down, but it's an effect of the crystal. Oh. It's right in front of me. Yeah, it's called a chata. It's almost again that cat word is in there too. And it's called the, if I can pull my notes quickly, the Chatoyant effect. And the whole thing about the cat's eye is that there's a light shimmering glaze. It creates a light shimmering glaze. So the minerals' natural parallel structures, I'm reading from something. The minerals' natural parallel structures and the reflective light that hits the minute needle-like fibers of the crystal. And that's why it's called the cat's eye, because so literally it's almost like it creates this light shimmering glaze because of the parallel structures of the crystal and its reflective nature. And that literally gives it this cat's eye, right? And again, the cat's eye is also about seeing the opportunity and seeing the advantage, right? So again, when we have that cat's eye, we're able to overcome, right? So this is reminding me of all of that breaking through the barriers. All right, so it says the solution might be right in front of you, but your own filters and expectations make it hard to see the elephant in the room. So the tiger is a courageous and instinctive wood sign. As a travel star, again, loves being on the move. As a change agent, the tiger helps us to break through our own self-imposed limitations. The upward energy of the tiger's wood element encourages you to analyze a situation from a higher level for a clearer understanding. Wasn't that the golfer's name? Tiger Woods? That's so interesting. I just realized his name was Tiger Wood, right? Anyway, or his name is Tiger Wood, right? The golfer. Anyway, so this Tiger Woods, and he did have, I think his mom is some type of Asian background, so that's interesting that they just were like, we're just gonna call him Tiger Woods. He had all of this energy, breaking through barriers, and he really did break. He was one of those barrier breakers when it came to the golf world, right? I mean, his story is, as there's several paths to his story, right? Or chapters to his story, but that was definitely one of the chapters, breaking through the golf industry, right? So anyway, there's Tiger Wood, right? So the upward energy of the Tiger's Wood element encourages you to analyze a situation from a higher level for a clearer understanding. This card appears when you're on the verge of something wonderful, even though you may feel as if you're up against an immovable brick wall. Imagine breaking through the barrier, because soon enough you will. That is so interesting. Part of the blockage is the limitation you've set for yourself. Perhaps you've told yourself that certain outcomes are just not possible. And Spirit is saying, dream the impossible dream. You know that song, Dream the Impossible Dream? I mean, it's not that, but that's what I'm hearing right now. Dream the impossible dream. What if they are? Start by changing your attitude from a can't do to a can do, and your approach to your current situation will also change. You hold more resources within you than you realize. Gather your courage and use your strength to empower your next move. It actually says empower every move. The message from heaven, Yang Earth holds willpower and persistence. Cultivate these qualities, and no obstacle will stop you from moving forward on your path. Again, that tiger's eye will overcome all challenges and triggers. That was the wrap up of my crystal message, right? And the tiger is a highly creative sign. Use your creativity and instinct to work your way through life's challenges. Ashe, ashe. I like that tiger wood. I like all of it. I like all these tiger messages. Beautiful energy to come to us in this Nebhet sect energy. And again, it talks about that resistance, right? So overcoming. And then what I love about the which is this? This is the wood tiger. I'm like, which tiger is this again? But I thought, sorry, this was the earth tiger, right? That was the earth tiger. But they I guess with wood and earth are similar, right? So that tiger wood was coming in, but this is actually the earth tiger. Ah, but look what they did there. He was an earth tiger, so they named him Tiger Wood. Anyway, let's move on. Synchronicities of life. All right. So let's tap into now the metal and the fire. Okay, so it's saying break through the barrier. And we know in order to break through barriers, metal, let's release some attachments, and then let's go into the third one, the last one. All right, so we are now doing number 27. Let me change the picture. All right, here we are. This is the metal tiger, and it's release your attachments, because the earth tiger was also, again, telling us about breaking through barriers, right? And our own self, not sabotage. Well, it's limitations, but and limitations could become self-sabotaging. But it's basically what we're telling ourselves, that's not for me. I can't do that. I won't be able. No, that's for other people, you know? So again, the solar plexus thing saying, yes, this is for me. Yes, this is what I want. Yes, the song. All right. Couldn't have found a better song. All right, so it's saying, yeah. So those doubts, those, self limitations start to say, yes, I can. Sí se puedo. Right? Sí se puedo. Y'all remember that? Yes, we can. All right, then. Okay, so let's get into the metal tiger, and it's number 27, right? Does that resonate with anybody? Well, the two sevens. There you go. Two sevens. We're in the month of July. Okay, so the metal tiger says release your attachments. The metal tiger may be a pillar of conflicting elements with metal on top of the tiger's wood element. Picture an axe chopping down a tree. Yang metal, like a sword or a knife, can be protective and functional. It can also be destructive and harsh when it comes to power unchecked. And again, we're in that set season, right? So that destructive energy is going to play out. And it's reminding us, again, power, because remember the Aquatine brought in that inner balance, right? And even the tiger's eye, I think the tiger's eye was balance between polarities, right? So unchecked power is where we get funky, right? Power is beautiful, but if we are able to have power in balance, integrity, honesty, and all of that, good stuff. But unchecked power, that's not good, right? Or that's not serving the wider collective. And it definitely doesn't serve our own self, even though it feels like it does, right? And unchecked power, Spirit is reminding me, ego, right? Our unchecked power might be that ego. And remember, again, we're moving more and more and more into our soul. Not that our ego is an enemy, but to have that ego and soul relationship in balance. And the ego should be propping up your soul mission, right? Not just walking wild on itself, again, as an unchecked power. So the tiger is fierce, quick, and unpredictable with powerful hidden fire inside of it. Fire is the element that can melt and transform metal into something useful, right? The swift, anyway, I want to say the blacksmith, but I don't know if I'm saying that properly. The swiftness of metal combined with the tiger's ability and strength show your potential as a change agent, right? Anyway, those that work with metal and were able to forge it and change it into different, it's like the alchemy, right? And change it into jewelry and all of that, right? Were they the blacksmiths? I'm sorry, some words just escape you. I think they were the blacksmiths, right? Anyway, and also those that work with copper, I wear a lot of copper jewelry. So all of that, just working with the metals, right? And the heat. I'm just seeing this vision of hands and metal and heat and coming and forming new things, right? As one of the 10 highly spiritual pillars, the metal tiger also encourages you to always keep your faith in the spirit within. This card appears when you're unsure of your next steps. It's okay to stop where you are, take a break, unplug from the outside world, and get quiet so you can listen to your inner voice. Again, that's that Nebhet energy coming in, the sacred space, creating that sacred space to unplug from the world, to get quiet, and to listen to the inner voice. And while we're doing that, we breathe, right? We have the breathing exercise to do that while you create that sacred space, to get that information, to gather that courage to do what we need to do. Your guides want you to free yourself from attachments and expectations. Clarity will soon come. And Spirit just wants me to remind myself as well as everybody else that, it's a process and there's nothing, and taking the time and allowing the process and processing is so important. the clarity will come. Today might be about just realizing that you need to stop, or experiencing the knife and the sword and the unchecked power and the unpredictability, you know. And then tomorrow might be about, hey, I need to slow down and unplug and stop and breathe, And then the next day might be about creating. And the next day might be about the manifestation. And these days might come one after each other or months in between, but realize it is a process. And remember, feeling is healing, healing is feeling. So we have to allow the process to happen. You may be holding on to material things, relationships, emotions, and thoughts that weigh you down. Look around you. Do you see clutter in your living space? Cleaning your rooms, your closets, and your desk is a simple way to release some of the stagnant energy that may be blocking your path. This is why Feng Shui works. It's easier to change the energy of your immediate environment, that is our home, than it is to change our inner world through continuous self-work, which requires time, awareness, and dedication. Or change the external world, which is mostly outside our control. You see that? So a lot of times we try to change the external world, but it's not in our control. But what we have power over, we're actually less we're less ready or wanting to jump into that, right? But we have direct control over ourselves always, and we can always change ourselves. Message from heaven: metal is the element of self-reflection. Observe your thoughts and in emotions. Look at the person in the mirror without judgment. Message from earth: rest and recharge to conserve your energy like the tiger so you can move quicker when needed. And yeah, time to clear up clutter and spaces, physical spaces too. Coinky dinky synchronistically. That's what I'm doing. Finally get into my room. Putting new paint on it. And the color is actually very similar to this water tiger. My new room. Oh, I'm gonna keep this as a color guide too, because I love the colors in that. But yeah, those are some of the colors from my new room, the blue and the purple. And I love magenta, so I'm sure I'm gonna have some magenta in there as well. All right, so we got the wood tiger's message. We got the earth tiger breaking through. We got the water tiger. The water tiger, a reset is coming. The earth tiger, break through the barrier. The wood tiger, powerful beginnings and progress. So it all is in that same energy. And I'm just realizing, I'll pull up the water tiger image again. There's an infinity sign. There's an 8 in that image, which is absolutely beautiful. So we're now going to look at, and that was the metal tiger reminding us to release your attachments. So clear out, clean out, give some stuff away, release, get lighter, your physical environments, right? If you have to move. Do it, right? New spaces are coming on in, all right? On all levels, physical, spiritual, emotional, our bodies, creating new spaces in our bodies, creating new spaces in our minds, create new spaces physically. So we have to release some of the old stuff. All right, so now we just have the last but not least, the fire tiger, because all of this again is change and action, right? So that's why that fire energy comes in, and transcendence, right? So we're transcending. So the fire, it all starts and ends with what? The fire. That fire is that element that can create as well as destroy. Let's play yes while I'm changing this picture. All right. It's going to be the last one. And it's all about sharing our gifts. Do y'all see the infinity sign in the water tiger? Right at his paw, right above his paw, between his two paws, has that infinity sign. I love it. All right, so let's read this last message, number 3, coming from the fire tiger, saying, share your gifts. The fire tiger pillar offers positivity and support when it appears in a reading. The tiger is highly creative and inventive as a yang wood sign. While yang fire is in the heavenly frequency, is associated with joy and unconditional love. So this is another joy and love. Is it? Hold on, let's see. Sorry, this is a wisdom and communication. All right. So this fire tiger is about wisdom and communication. How did I not know that? Of course. Wisdom and communication. The tiger is highly creative and inventive as a yang wood sign, while yang fire is in the heavenly frequency, is associated with joy and unconditional love. Wood produces fire. Yes. Those who channel the creative force also cultivate inner joy in the process. Oh man, I could testify about that one. Yes. So you guys know when I go through stuff right now, when I feel like I'm off, my spirit says, where'd that joy go? Oh, this is on page 44, beautiful synchronicity. Right? So it's like I have this joy, literally this joy calculator internal. And it's like, if I'm not feeling that inner joy, it's like, nah, something's off. Something's off here. Right. So that's just interesting. I'm just loving these synchronicities. Right. So we call in our force, we call in our strength and our courage to be authentic and do our creative work. And as we doing that, we experience that inner joy. And that I can, like I said, I can testify to that alchemy. This card is a confirmation that you're using your gifts wisely. It's now time to share your gifts and spread your joy to a larger community. The creative force within you is emerging stronger than ever. You've been listening to your calling and enjoying the creative process. Keep doing what makes your heart sing to stoke the fire within. Yang earth and yang fire hidden in the tiger will help you preserve and be consistent in your quest. You can always find inspiration from within your heart. Relax into the creative process and take as much alone time as you need. The creative well within will never run out. Creativity is a gift from the universe that keeps on giving the more we foster it. No matter what line of work you're in, your creative approach is what makes you stand out and be noticed. But that's how we started, right? We said we get through this, we get through the resistance and the breakdown and the challenges through our creativity. That fire must be there. So no matter what line of work you're in, your creative approach is what makes you stand out and be noticed. The message from heaven is yang fire, like the sun, shares its light generously and unconditionally. Offering your services will serve as a healing tool, not only for yourself, but also for others. Message from Earth is saying the tiger doesn't hold back, and neither should you. Just think big and to make a difference to the world with your creative power. Share your gifts. The tiger came in to help us to achieve success, to transcend. So I don't know which one you resonate with the most. The earth tiger breaking through the barriers. The fire tiger saying to share your gifts. The water tiger saying the reset is coming. The metal tiger saying to release your attachments. Or the wood tiger saying a powerful new beginning is in progress. But tap into the spirit of the tiger's eye, as well as the spirit of the tiger. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Akita Akari Aurora, and this is the Tiger's Eye video. Have a lovely day and get ready to roar.